Sebastian, the father, is an interesting character because he's a man of God who has some lines, but also allows for evil in the world at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. How do you foresee him, especially this season?
Well, I think in this season, in season one, he's an kind of a via his religion, he's kind of an instrument of torture. He's a really severe man, and he goes by the rules of his kingdom, which is the residential school, and abuses his authority. In season two, there's a bit of a change in the man. There's still that sort of despicable character, but he's on a quest to find Tiona, and he's outside of his element. So you see a sort of new personality emerge in the character, which is really interesting. And he's partnered with someone who is just as evil as he is, and it kind of reflects on him and makes it, you start seeing cracks in his personality appear, and that's what makes for an interesting season two. The man starts changing by watching things that he perpetuated himself in the residential school, and I think it changes him. It changes him, yeah.
Well, and I think. I guess what's his mind, his justification for this this godless land, I guess, too. How do you foresee him seeing these things?
Well, for me, his justification, first and foremost, it's his quest in finding Tiona. There is an obsession with this character. The only person who stood up to him in his sort of kingdom of authority, and there's a side of him that admires her and kind of secretly loves her. So I think this is what motivates him, this desire for revenge, and his quest to redeem her from her sin. In a way, he's redeeming himself by trying to redeem her. That's what I feel he sees in his quest.
Brian, I guess I have to ask, I guess the easiest thing to do is just say, how do we find Zane as we come into this season? Where do we find him exactly?
Yeah, Zane is he was in jail and then and not doing too well in every way. So that's kind of where we find him, and then but he won't stay there forever, or will he? That's the question, and it's so hard to say without giving it away. But yeah, he's definitely faced with way more challenges last year. It's not just about the Duttons, it's about his life and his family and how he can overcome certain physical and emotional kind of impediments.
Does it change his mindset too, kind of being played as a pawn a little bit?
I think so, but I think that fires him up. I think if anything, I would give him more fuel to it's part of the game, I guess. It's just that he's a straight shooter. The way he goes about it is A to B, not A to Z to C and around. So I think it's a little disheartening and alarming to him.
Very cool. Well, we'll make sure to talk about this with everybody else. Hope everyone in your worlds is happy and healthy, and have a great day.
Thank you so much. Take care.